Hello and welcome back to the X-Files Revisited. We are on to episode 10 of season 8, Badlaa. And this one's a definite step up, even just in concept alone. You've got international mystery, revenge, and one of the most outlandish and kind of creepiest concepts the show has pulled off in quite a while. It's weird, it's unsettling, and we will definitely be digging into some of the stranger aspects of this show.
No, we will definitely be penetrating this. That's where I thought you'd go. I thought you'd go with that one. But...
Yeah, no. A little bit more subtle on this one.
Oh man, digging real deep.
Yes, as you can tell, I think we're excited to talk about how this made it to the screen more than anything.
Yeah, okay. But before we get there, let's play our usual guessing game. I just before we do that, I'll just say to everyone, look, if you like what we do, if you watch us regularly or listen to us on Spotify, please do click that thumbs up. It helps. Do share the video, share the audio if you can. It would really appreciate it. It helps a great deal. But yeah, our guessing game, Graham. 21 episodes in season 8. Where do you think that the IMDb X-Files fans have positioned this particular episode?
I don't know. I think this is going to be one of those episodes that I honestly don't know, because I'm torn between what I think about it and what I think others will think about it.
Right.
Salvage was 21. It was the worst episode of the season.
Yeah.
I think people are going to put this at 20.
Right. Well, we already had Shawkill at 20.
19.
Yeah. It is indeed 19. Yeah. So literally, we've just watched back to back the 3 worst episodes of the season. So yeah, it was Shawkill, then Salvage, now Badlaa. So I'm not sure that's ever happened before, to be honest, where the 3 worst episodes of a season have been, according to IMDb users at any rate, have been back to back. So we've literally been wall to wall the crappiest episodes of the season, according to these people. But
I won't give away too much, but I will say that I found this one highly entertaining. Highly entertaining and a lot of fun.
Oh man, yeah, it's. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going to be quite joining you, but the thing is, I know what we're going to be talking about, and I know what you're like, so I can join the dots. I can see where it's going to go. Anyway, number 19 out of the 21 episodes. Where do you think it sits out of the 217 episodes altogether?
Let's go for 187.
181. So
right, okay.
There we go. All right. Okay. With that out of the way, let's penetrate this episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, let's get to the bottom of it.
Yes. Oh man. It's just that being back at school. Lowest common denominator. So we're at Saha International Airport, and well, there's no other way to beat around it. A really fat man, an American man, makes his way through a throng of poor natives.
Which I think is funny to himself, like people who are starving, begging for any kind of money, and this gluttonous fellow is just tromping his way through.
Yeah. We hear a squeaking noise that gets his attention, and there is a man with no legs on a cart. The fat man gives him some change. Says, "Buy yourself some WD-40."
Which is hilarious. There's no sympathy whatsoever.
It's like, yeah, Like, forget the lady from last episode where you knew you knew where she was heading. It's like you're overstepping your mark. This dude may as well have a sign saying "kill me" on it.
Yeah.
It's like, I deserve it. It's just, yeah, there is nothing about this guy that is likable whatsoever.
No.
So yeah, the legless guy I'm just gonna call him Legless from now on. Legless drops the coins on the floor because like the guy gives him some coins, and it's like he's just like, yeah, nope, I don't need your coins. I got something else planned for you, yo.
Yeah.
So if that man takes a dump, he goes to the toilet. It's always the most undignified.
He's making room.
I just find like that in horror movies or TV shows or whatever, it's like the worst place to get caught is like a toilet because it's the most undignified place.
Yes, but it also seems like the door's really high off the floor.
Yeah,
like really high. So much so that when the little man comes in, he can almost see under it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like just staring right at him with ease. It's not like he has to get his head on the side and get one eye under. It's like, nope, I'm just staring. So yeah, so bizarre. So yeah, the legless man pulled him with an amazing amount of strength. It has to be said. Like you'd think that when he pulled him, because he's on a wheelie cart, the wheels would just end up shooting off. He's got nothing to dig in with. Like he'd have to put his head on the door and use the door and his head to like. It's just I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where the physics of that come into play, but anyway, bizarrely, Fat Man he's not dead. He's still walking around. He gets off the plane. He gets into a hotel room. He sits down on the bed. And then he just starts bleeding out from every orifice while sitting on the bed.
Which is it's a horrifying image. I think it's really well done because you are, what the hell is going on here? It's so weird, it's creepy, it's a bit freaky. And I think it's a wonderful kind of opening that way. Like it really intrigued, like what's going on. Yeah. You know, what's the possibilities? I would never guess what actually is going on because I'm just not that twisted in the mind. But wow, it left a lot of questions.
That's the thing. It's intriguing. It's like most episodes, like you see like an opening or whatever, and you kind of know, well, okay, I know what the power is. I know what this, it's how are they going to defeat this kind of thing. But this, it's like, okay, I know the little legless man is behind whatever's going on here. I just don't know what's going on here. Like, I thought this guy'd be found dead. The next scene I would have expected from that toilet scene was the cleaner coming in and finding something weird had happened to the body. And it's strung up somewhere. And it's like, scream, and then boom, cut to credits. But we don't. Next scene, he's alive and he's just walking about. It's like, oh, okay. And then he bleeds out. It's like...
So, like, I want to jump ahead a little bit because there's a lot of things here that it just doesn't make sense. But it's one of those episodes where I don't care. So, the little guy can make people see whatever he wants them to see. So, why does he need to climb into somebody? Why can't he just take on his image and go on the plane? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just couldn't. When it came later on, I was like, so why is he actually like invading people and then using them as puppets?
Yeah, there's a lot in this that doesn't really make sense, to be honest. It's like, why is he wearing people as puppets? Is it because he's just gonna kill them from the inside? I don't know. It just maybe stuff will be revealed as we go along. So, Doggett shows Scully the scene. No one can explain what happened. Doggett suggests a bunch of wacky theories, like he's taking the piss out of Scully. Child prints. He talks about how they found a child's prints at the scene. Scully says, "Keep an open mind." It's and it's like, I find Doggett's little wacky theories that he's throwing out, I do find them quite like mildly amusing, totally disrespectful to his partner. It does show it like a level of disrespect that I feel like.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Scully did throw some shade Mulder's way at times. There were times, there were days where you could see she weren't up for listening to whatever wacky ideas he had, and she did throw some shade. So it's fine. She's getting a taste of her own medicine, even though it may be a little bit harsher than what she might have thrown at Mulder, but whatever. Yeah, so then we go to this scene of Legless having a job interview. So we see this man having a job interview, and I have zero comprehension of how this dude got through the interview process, because he just doesn't speak.
Never speaks.
Like, I mean, there's Donnie Faster levels of weirdness, and then there's like, if you're not even going to communicate, if you're not going to speak, you have to answer questions in a job interview. Yeah. You have to reveal information about yourself in a job interview. And literally the whole time this woman talks and this guy just stares blankly at her. And I'm like, I don't think he's getting that job, to be honest.
Yes, you look completely suitable to work around children. Absolutely.
Yeah. In a primary school. Oh, man. What the heck? It's not quite primary, is it? I think it's like...
close enough. I think they're sort of younger boys. I'd say the kids seem around 10, 11, 12 kind of age range.
Yeah. Okay. So, where are we? Yeah, so that's a bit weird, because it's like, so the Legless man looks like someone else. It's just bizarre though, because we see him on the chair. So where's his little wheelie thing? Has he just put that under the chair, then climbed up while he's projecting this image of someone else? And then when he needs so many to questions. That's where this one really doesn't work for me. Is the logistics of this guy pretending to be fully able-bodied and whatnot, and yet having to keep on jumping on and off this wheelie thing and wheel himself out of doors and okay. So we go to an autopsy, and Doggett makes jokes about the man.
Stop right there, Brian. Stop right there. This is the scene that broke me. Like, I was in absolute hysterics at this one. First, the guy's face down, and Scully is inspecting his anus as he walks in, which is funny of itself. But what's more funny is the fact that she's got a sheet over him and is lifting it. Like, she's a medical doctor. Like, surely this guy would... There's no dignity to be hid here. Like,
no.
Why is the sheet over it? Why is she lifting it with a torch? Like... As soon as I saw that, I was like, amazing.
Yeah.
Just
great stuff. It's just like a visual kind of gag.
Yeah, it just broke me. It just absolutely broke me. Just killing myself laughing.
So Doggett makes jokes about the man's size, along with the size of his ex-wives. And Scully really doesn't look like she appreciates it. It is this kind of moment where it's like Doggett suddenly reverts back to his military days, where he was in the barracks with the lads, and they were all like making, and it's almost like he expects her to laugh and make a funny back the way that the boys would have done.
Yeah, and
suddenly he realizes, oh crap, wrong crowd. I'm not in the barracks anymore. And Scully's just looking at him like, no, let's not do that, thanks.
Just as he starts talking about severe anal trauma and stuff like that, and he's joking about his size, and it's at this point you're like, you put two and two together, and you realize the little guy had climbed into this guy.
Yeah.
And you're just like, who comes up with this? Like, who thinks that this is perfect primetime TV content? Like, how? Like, and there's no logistical questions of how, why, and like, how can someone breathe up there?
I know.
How do they fit?
Yeah. Does he shrink down? Does he?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It makes no logistical sense whatsoever.
No.
None at all. Because this guy is still human. It's not like they're saying he's not human. Yeah, he's a human who's found special abilities thanks to some mystic arts. But it's like,
yeah, and again, jumping ahead, he does this later on. Climbs into somebody, and you're like, what is the purpose? If he can make himself look like anybody, what's the need to climb
to
into
get
somebody?
around faster.
Possibly.
Because like, even though he can look like anybody, he's still got to deal with his physical being of, because I'm assuming those things are just projections on people's minds.
Yes.
So he's still there. His physical body is still there. He's still got to wheel himself around. So, like, he's got to deal with that kind of stuff. Which again still begs the question, like, oh well, no, because he was inside the guy at the time. I was going to say it begs the question, how did he get on the plane? But yeah, that's how he was able to get on the plane, because he didn't have to deal with those things. You know?
Oh gosh.
And in order to get on the plane, he would need a passport. He would need cash. He would need, and it's like he's clearly not a rich guy. It's like
No.
Yeah, it all just feels very disjointed and like choose better powers, man. It's like, it's like if that's what I've got to do to take my revenge, I'm like, you know what? I don't need revenge. I can go on living my life without feeling the need to crawl up someone's anus.
It's just
Yeah. There we go. So she doesn't appreciate it. Instead, she tells him that what killed the man is something either entering or exiting his rectal wall.
Yeah.
Too much damage to tell for sure. Doggett suggests drug mule, which is actually not a bad kind of theory.
It's good.
Someone tore the drugs from him. Which one is gross, but two is totally believable when you hear some of the crap about these cartels and their.
It is, but you would imagine they would. I'm just going to surmise and guess here. They would cut open the belly into the intestines, not go through the anus. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like,
unless it got stuck, like what if this guy was like, oh no, it's stuck. I'm really like constipated or whatever. It's like, dude, we need to get this thing out here. Like,
we're getting it back, and then the rubber glove.
Oh man, this is not what I wanted to be talking about today.
Oh gosh.
Sometimes the X-Files is my enemy. So yeah, still doesn't explain the damage or the blood loss. Scully says that rate of decay suggests the victim was dead before he left India.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy was a zombie. He was a walking corpse. A man stops some bullies from bullying his son. I thought he was a teacher at first.
So did I. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it was just this. It was a weird scene because they're on the school playground. These bullies come over and start like messing with him, and then a grown ass man comes over and stops them, and then puts the kid who's been bullied into a car, and I'm like, what's going on here? So it's just weird. But then it's like, oh, okay, must be his dad. In which case, this was out of school hours. They're like, it was just a confusing moment. But yeah, and I think as well the fact that it was the dad. Like, had that been me, there'd be a bit more pushback from these kids.
Yeah.
I'd have like if I saw my kid on the floor with 3 kids standing over him, like really giving him some welly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but those kids might not be walking away with with such an easy get out. I know it ain't right, but doesn't mean I'm not immune from, protecting.
Let's just
my
move
own.
on from you beating up kids, Ryan. We don't need to include your hobbies here just now.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm going to go full on Hand That Rocks the Cradle or anything, but like, I gotta say that scene in Hand That Rocks the Cradle, I'm like, I'm not fully against it. I can understand it. I'm not saying you should do it, but I understand where it comes from. Yeah. When your own kid's involved, it stuff takes over. But we'll move on. Scully comes to the office and Doggett tells her he's found another victim in India. The autopsy that they have kind of shipped over has the man at 33 pounds lighter than he should be. So Scully theorizes that someone or something is living as a stowaway inside these men. Doggett says, heck no. I think he literally does pull the face that you were talking about last episode. I don't think he even says it. I think he just goes, I'm just like walks away. It's just, he ain't buying it.
Yeah.
So the bullied kid wakes up and sees Legless in his room. He calls his dad, who tries to calm him down before going downstairs to watch TV. And then the kid hears his dad screaming, and what must be within, 3 to 5 seconds, is out of his bedroom onto the landing, making his way downstairs to check on his dad, and finds him just sat there, bleeding from the eyes. Yeah. And it's like, sorry, not buying how quick this little dude has crawled up this guy's ass and managed to get his pants back on.
Yes, and back in a seated position.
Yeah, he's in a seated position. Like the level of... Yeah, I'm sorry, not buying it. Just not buying it. This guy was fully dressed, so somehow this little man has taken his pants down, crawled up there, put the pants back up. There's no blood anywhere. There's no sign of trauma. It's just, in the space that it took for him to scream, the kid's, not buying it. I'm just like, no, not at all. Yeah. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Scully and Doggett are at the scene and they discuss. The boy saw a munchkin. What is a munchkin? I've heard that word be used affectionately sometimes.
Munchkins. I know it and I know what it is, but to describe it's a little bit difficult. Try to figure where I've came across this.
Is it one of them where you got to try and be as politically correct as possible in order to describe?
No, it's from something.
Right.
Is it not Wizard of Oz?
Right, okay. Possibly. Yeah.
I think it is.
Right.
I'm sure it's like the characters at the start of Wizard of Oz.
Right. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. But they're really small and like...
Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah, that's why kids sometimes get called munchkins in an affectionate kind of way. But yeah, all right. So, the boy said he saw a munchkin, which is a really funny way of like, But if I was a kid that age, I probably wouldn't have used that terminology. But Prince suggests that it came in through the window, but the body hasn't ruptured like the others. Unless it's not reached that stage yet, to which Scully suddenly has a light bulb moment and just legs it.
Yeah.
So she's going over it. She's like theorizing and just going, but the body hasn't ruptured yet, so maybe it's not reached that stage. And then she's like, still in there. So she's like, boom, she's off, races back to the coroner's place. So Scully enters the coroner's office.
Unfortunately, this cadaver's not upside down. It's not bum in the air.
No,
it's
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when they lift the covers back and the belly's like extremely swollen, and they've only just now noticed.
Yeah. It's
Love it.
yeah. How long has that been like that? Oh man, just none of this makes sense. None of it.
How did
It's
these
all
clothes fit?
yeah. It's just that is the issue with this episode. It's the glaring kind of none of this works. Like it's not so much the wacky concept. I'm sure you could make the concept work in some fashion, but the stuff you're asking us to buy, it's too big of a leap. None of it works. So Scully enters the coroner's office. The victim's body has an expanded tummy, to say the least. She starts an autopsy, and the Munchkin Man starts bursting out. So Scully falls over, then searches for her gun, follows the blood trails to a closet of hazardous materials, completely misses the Munchkin staring right at her. Yeah.
I like the fact that so let's just break this down a little bit more. She suspects that the man is hiding in the body. She gets the gun out ready. She starts to cut open and then is shocked and surprised when someone starts coming out of the body.
Yeah.
Like she's ready for it. She's set up for it.
Yeah.
I just found that weird.
Yeah. Weird, but still understandable, because...
Yeah, it's like I fully believe this, but at the same time, I cannot believe it.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. Like I'm saying this, but I don't believe this is actually the real thing.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, and there's similar things with like spiders. You know, it's like I know there's a spider in that web in there, so I'm gonna get a jar and I'm gonna try and catch it. I know it's there, so if I can just get it. But then when it pops out, I'm like, whoa! It's like you knew it was there, dude. So yeah, I've done that on a much lesser scale. So if it was at this level, then I would be really freaked out. I mean, if it was at this level, I wouldn't be cutting the stomach open. I'd be like,
no. I don't know if I would have kept the gun in the holster either.
No.
Like I would maybe take the gun, and I would probably had it kept it on my side because it's the easiest place to kind of get to as well.
Yeah. To be honest, I'd just be putting holes in that stomach. I'd just be blasting the crap out of it. The guy's dead. It's not like he's gonna be brassed.
I'd be shooting a gun like the guy in Pulp Fiction, nobody bursts through the room, just starts like, shooting the gun everywhere, hitting nothing but just indiscriminately firing.
Absolutely. Right. So the headmaster chews out the maintenance man for not calling to tell them he wasn't going to be in the day before. It shouldn't surprise her because he doesn't seem to say a right lot of anything. So why would he tell her that he's not coming in? Then the bully from earlier sees him flickering and changing as he pulls out a mop and bucket from a closet. We see Munchkin Man, but no mop and bucket. It's like, yeah. So it's just, so is it, even the mop and bucket is a projection then?
Yeah.
So, because he's just there, he's just that, and there's no mop and bucket. The door isn't even open. It's just like, he's just literally projecting it.
Yeah.
To whoever might be watching. I love how he's still throwing these projections, even though there's no one in the hallway. It's just he's just so like, what, I cannot get caught. I have to just always be projecting. It's like so Scully has Chuck come in and tell them about Siddhi mystics from India who have been reported to have powers over the mind that can make them appear like someone else, as well as shrinking powers. So there you go, shrinking powers. So does this guy shrink before he enters?
I'd like to hope so.
For the victim's sake. Oh, man. Good grief. Oh, I'm with Doggett on this one, quite frankly. Like, I mean, Chuck usually sounds a little bit off his face, but here it's a bit, you are reaching, buddy. You are reaching.
I just like I like the end of the conversation where he's like, I dabble.
Yeah.
Dog is just like, you dabble.
You dabble. Yeah. You can see like he's ready for calling the men in the white coats. It's like,
Yeah.
so he nearly busts a gut before walking away. That's Doggett. Chuck says it's hard to believe in something you don't understand. It's like, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think anyone can understand this.
No.
Yeah, it's just such a wacky collection of powers. Like,
Do
I
you
mean,
do you ever like see in this episode? Do you ever wonder if the person is real? Like see
the
when Chuck
legless
appears
man.
in, like see when Chuck appears to talk to Scully later on, and I was
Yeah,
like, is this Chuck?
right.
Like, do you know, I was always like wondering if the legless man had like projected into these people. So I was never quite sure if they were actually like the real
Yeah.
characters or if they were him. I know it doesn't make sense, but then nothing in this episode makes sense. So I just
No.
hid that.
No, I never felt that. Just because this guy's from a different country, he has no idea who Chuck is. And yeah, it just didn't make sense narratively speaking. But again, like I say, nothing really does. So the bully kid goes to see the kid who he'd previously bullied, who lost his dad, to apologize and tell him that he thinks he knows who did it. Which I really like.
Yeah.
I like the fact that this kid, isn't complete douchebag. Like, for whatever his failings and, like, wherever the bullying comes from, he knows this kid's lost his father, and he feels bad for him as a result of that. It's like, despite whatever he's done, it's like, I don't want your dad to die. That sucks. So he goes around, Scully has another chat with Chuck as she tries to look at the case the way that Mulder would. Chuck says the city believe their powers come from the divine, and that to use them to commit murder would be to endanger their eternal soul. Scully asks what would cause them to break their spiritual code. Human vengeance. So apparently a factory of toxic waste killed a bunch of Vichy people, and the man who is in question lost his child. Is he responsible? Why kill the people that he is killing? That's the big question, to which I'm not sure we get an answer.
No, we don't. But it kind of leads to the title. So Badlaa is the Hindu or Urdu word for vengeance, retaliation, or payback.
Okay, all right.
But that's not common knowledge. So you have to go really searching to figure that out. And I wouldn't say that it's, other than this kind of statement, it's never really clarified. It's almost throwaway.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that because of this. Like, it's all summation and it's not hard facts.
Yeah. There's just not a right lot here. It's like, so did he kill the kid's dad, because he's somehow tied to that business?
Yes. We don't know.
We don't know. It's like, it's just making his way through different people, and
literally.
Yeah, literally. And some of it, like, we're gonna get the mother of the bully in a bit, but she's not tied to it.
She's definitely not. Yeah.
That's just like a random kind of. So the whole thing is just like, super random, and this guy is just off his rocker, killing everyone left, right, and center, and we don't really know his motive. We get a vague. Yeah. It makes no sense at all. Trevor, the kid, is on his way home when he realizes that Legless is following him. So this is the bully kid.
And they really make good effect of that squeaky wheel. I think that's like, it's really well done. It just kind of indicates that it's coming.
Yeah.
It's like almost like It Follows. It's just this squeaky wheel, and you know something's going to be there.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I always remember one of the most effective moments for me in a horror film was actually in The Relic, the Peter Hyams film.
Yeah.
And it's where, and again, it's a toilet scene. It's when the security guard is in the toilet, and then you hear the door open, and then you just hear this, and it's just like, sorry, that just freaks me out. It's like, what the hell is making that sound? It's like,
Yeah.
so yeah, but you can do a lot just with audio, I think, in terms of creeping you out and stuff.
Also, The Relic, fantastic film.
Yeah, I love The Relic. I think it's great.
It's great. Yeah.
So he realizes Legless is following him. He runs into the house, then out through the back. His mum follows him, like Trevor, your tea's ready. Come back inside. Where you going? And then see this is really annoying. Again, logistics. She sees him in the pool, so she dives in to get him, but it's not him, it's Legless. And it's like, well, how the hell did he get around there that fast? He's still got to make his way around on that little wheelie thing. How did he get through the house?
How's he breathing?
How's he breathing? How did he get... It makes no sense. Like, she's literally gone straight out after her son, who's literally legged it over the fence, presumably, because he's like, just boom, getting out of there. And even if it wasn't her son, and it was our little friend projecting, again, like, she's been out there like a shot. He can't move as fast as the thing he's projecting because he's on his little wheeler thing. He's got no legs. It's like it doesn't make sense when you look at the logistics of things, how things should work. You can't piece it together and say, well, yeah, I can buy that. I can't buy anything that's going on with it.
Mm-hmm.
So the mother's body is taken away. Doggett asks Scully what they're doing here. Says she's seeing what she wants to see. When I open my mind, I tend to close my eyes. That's what Doggett says. So yeah, Scully's like reminding him, like, I did say keep an open mind, and he's like, well, when I open my mind, I tend to close my eyes, and it is this idea that, like,
it's a great line.
You're running away with the fairies, and it's like, and you stop using the eyes that God gave you because you're too busy running away with the fairies, and it's like, it is a great line. As he begins to walk away, Trevor climbs over the fence. He's shocked by the FBI being in his back garden, and then realizes what's going on and starts having a bit of a freak out, and then he tells them that it was the little man. So yeah, and that's suddenly when Doggett's ears kind of prick up, and he's like, whoa, hang on, okay, what?
Yeah.
So Chuck arrives at the station where the maintenance man sits, having been arrested. He puts a camera on him, which doesn't see him, much to Doggett's shock. So at first, Doggett's all like, not you again. It's just, you can see the disdain. It's like, what is it now? Flying saucers? What? I don't know. So Chuck explains the camera to him, and Doggett just looks like he's going to chuck a hissy fit with laughter, but then he sees the fact that the dude ain't showing up on the image, and what we see here as well from this is that the legless man doesn't have to be where the projection is.
Yes, which really breaks a lot of, like, it opens the world up.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It seems weird, and again, we don't get any actionable answers.
No, but when you get to this point, you can sort of start backtracking, which I don't like doing because it takes me out of the episode. I'm like, if I've now got to go back and fill in, hang on, who did what where, and so does that mean he was actually there, or or what. But it's confusing because when we had the interview scene, we saw him sat in the chair. We saw the projection, and then we saw him in the position where the projection was. And the same in the hallway sequence. When the kid sees the guy getting the stuff out of the cupboard, we see the projection, and then we see the little man exactly where the projection was. And yet here, we're told, oh no, the projection's there, but little man's, he's long gone. So it's like, oh, so he doesn't have to be where the projection is. Now, this is confusing, and it just feels like they're making the rules up as they go along.
Yeah.
As it suits them for the story. It happens because it needs to happen. And
what's the reason? Mysticism.
Yeah.
It's just like this is the excuse we're going to use.
Yeah. It's the get out of jail free card, isn't it?
City mysticism, yeah.
So Doggett is actually quite shocked by that, and it's good that he gets to see that. So yeah, like if this had been a season 1 or season 2 episode, Scully wouldn't have seen that. Mulder would have seen that, and Scully would have been off doing an autopsy somewhere or whatever. But yeah, so Scully goes to see Trevor. Doggett rings to tell her about the janitor, and Trevor's dad says he's not in his room.
Yeah.
So they have to go and find him. So the
headmaster... It's a fun phone call. It's a fun phone call because Doggett's like, you need to come and see this. There's nothing here. Like, and again, I just found that so funny. Like, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it's just silly.
Yeah,
but I think this episode is incredibly silly. Yeah, come and see this. There's nothing here.
Yeah. The headmaster talks with her secretary when the janitor comes walking past with his mop and bucket. His trusty mop and bucket. She tells the secretary to call Agent Scully because obviously they've been called and said, look, if this dude shows up, give us a call.
Well, he's been arrested.
Yeah,
this is the crazy part. He's been arrested and he's just turned up in this building where kids are, and they're just like, hi.
Yeah.
Didn't think he'd be here after being arrested. On you go.
Yeah. It's just
still not saying a single word.
Why don't you call the police? Probably best call the police.
Yeah. When you get a minute.
Yeah, when you get a free period.
Oh, what kind of school is this? Because like these two teachers are there. There's kids running about. There's a janitor apparently just wandering the halls.
Yeah. Because they need it to. That's why. And it doesn't even look open. This is the thing.
No.
Because the only two kids there are the two kids from the main plot.
Because it's night time.
It's after hours. It's clearly after hours. So the headmaster's just there with her secretary, pulling some overtime, I guess. And the janitor just rocks up after being arrested. Yeah, 0 sense. So meanwhile, the Goonies are following him because this whole setup at the end with these two kids working together just feels very Goonie-esque. Feels like an 80s kind of Stranger Things type deal. Where am I? So they try to drop acid on the dude's head, which is just so extreme. But it doesn't work.
But it's kind of fun that they've actually done it.
Yeah,
trying to do that.
Yeah. So it doesn't work, and one of them legs it as the Munchkin Man is in hot pursuit. He gets locked in a classroom. Trevor arrives at the window, and Munchkin Man comes into the classroom. Trevor goes for help. Then Scully arrives with the headmaster. Munchkin Man now looks like Trevor. And the other kid says, shoot him. And Scully says she can't. And it's like she's in this predicament where it's like she believes that's not a kid. Yeah. All the evidence that she's seen would say that, okay, I can buy that this isn't a kid. But at the end of the day, there's still a kid coming towards her. And then we go outside where Doggett rocks up as gunshots are fired. So he runs in and finds a dead Munchkin man on the ground with everyone stood around in horror. And Scully gives Doggett her gun and walks out. And I really like that moment just because, yes, she can now see that it is Munchkin Man, but at the end of the day, she had to make that call.
Yes.
To shoot a child. And I would imagine, yes, there's a sense of relief there, but at the end of the day, you are always going to have that image burned into your brain that you shot a child.
Yes.
And that moment just like really hits me. It just feels like there's a lot of power in that moment, I think, and the way it's handled. So, yeah. Doggett goes to talk to Scully, who asks, "Do you know what it's like not to be able to trust your own eyes?" And he says, "Well, then why did you shoot?" She says, "Because it's what the boy saw, and it's what Mulder would have seen." And it's like...
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I like it. I think I like it, and I think I don't at the same time.
I kind of like it. I think it's because of the way it's handled.
It's the idea that she would shoot a child because she thinks that's what Mulder would have done is just... it's that, when I think about it, it's that makes me feel it, when we all know that most likely the child would have beat up Mulder.
Yeah. I don't think she's saying that Mulder would shoot a child. I think it's like she's saying Mulder would follow the evidence. Mulder would believe, and because like this ending would not work if Scully hadn't have seen the stuff in the autopsy. So
yeah,
like if she hadn't have seen that, the hand coming out of the stomach and all that stuff, then this would not work. But because she's seen it, she's now put in this place where it's like, look, you have seen it with your own eyes. Do you believe or don't you? Like, you can see something as clear as day, but you can still make the decision not to believe. And it's like, she is now in that place where Mulder was. And it's like, do I hold to the conviction that seeing is believing? Or do I find a way to rationalize my way out of it? And I feel like it works here because of that moment in the autopsy room. It's like, I'm sorry, Scully, but you can't magic away what happened there. And given the evidence that you've now seen, likewise, it's like it's now trusting in the child, because this child is saying, shoot him, and it's add to that what she's gone through in that. I do think this moment works. It's actually one of the few things in the episode that does work.
yeah.
But yeah, there you go. I mean, I'll wrap up. Like I say,
well, there's a little stinger at the end.
Oh yeah, they go back to India?
The airport. Yes.
Yeah. And what happens again?
There's a big man walking through the crowds, and the little guy is there.
Yeah, like,
and so... you're like, what?
Yeah, because it was a projection. so he didn't get shot. He projected the kid, and then when Scully shot, he projected the kid hitting the deck. Yeah, and then turning into him. Yeah, I don't know. It's just we see him on the floor, so presumably that's what he's projected, so that they think that they've killed him, and then he's back at the airport doing his usual business, which makes no sense, because it's like, I thought he came to the US to get revenge on these guys, and it's just, again, we're back to square one, where it's like, who is this guy? Why is he killing? I have no idea about his motives by the time we get to the end of this. Like, even the kids, like, sorry, but the kids had nothing to do with your vengeance plot. Why are you trying to kill them? It's just, who cares that they saw you? It's like their word against whoever you decide to project yourself as. None of it makes sense. The whole thing just collapses under the weight of stupidity. Like, it is entertaining because of that stupidity. It is entertaining because when you start thinking about what this guy's doing and stuff, you're like, yeah, okay. All I can do is laugh. But this is not a well-written episode. On paper, it is very poor in plotting. The way the plot is like developed is just like it's all over the place, and they're just cribbing things from wherever they can pluck it and just like throwing it at the wall and hoping it sticks. And it's like, yeah, it's not sticking. And there's just individual scenes as well where just when you watch them just don't work because of the logistics. So it's a tough one because, like I say, there is entertainment value. I so far Via Negativa has been the one that's kind of been the lowest on the rung, and again that was due to issues where it didn't make sense. But the places where it didn't make sense was just right at the end. For the most part, it was kind of making sense, and it just kind of lost it at the end. Whereas this just doesn't make sense all the way through. So I'm like, which is worse, this or Via Negativa? And I think I'm gonna say this. This is certainly more memorable than Via Negativa, but I don't think it's quite as good. I'm trying to debate whether to give it a 2 or a 2.5. I'm going to go with 2.5 just because we've had a good laugh about it. So it's certainly entertaining, but it's not good.
When I was watching this episode, I was in a kind of place where I was tired. I wasn't sure if I should actually watch it. I was like, will I, won't I? And I put it on, and instantly I was hooked on what the hell was going to happen next, because this is, I'm going to be polite and say, a very unique concept. It's been good. I think the horror is there, like as in not in front of you, but the idea of it is horrifying. And I actually think the villain is kind of memorable. The way they shoot him, the silent nature of him, that squeak of the wheel, it gives that kind of just odd feeling. I'd say this is like a proper decent X-Files episode. Now that there is things that are incredibly wrong here. The writing doesn't make sense. Stuff just doesn't it doesn't tie together. It's a bit flimsy. But for pure entertainment, I had a whale of a time watching this. It was so funny, maybe not intentionally, but enjoyable. Absolutely. And for me, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
That's insanity. That's totally insanity. But, it's fine. I can respect it. I understand it. But for me,
I'm not defending this as being a great episode.
I know. Yeah. It's just, some people are like that.
Me.
It's just, for some people, it's just the entertainment alone is enough. And like, for me, I'm not quite there. If there's no logic behind the plotting, it takes me out too much, even if I'm being entertained by it. So okay.
So tell me a little bit about The Gift, the next episode.
The Gift, how do I'm not going to spoil anything by saying this because it's literally the opening sequence. Okay. But let's just say Mulder comes back in the opening sequence.
Ooh.
Now, whether he stays back is I'll leave that for when we see. But so the whole episode hinges on something going on with Mulder, and so that's there you go.
Interesting. Okay, consider me curious. So there we go. That was Badlaa, an episode that proves two things for me. Revenge stories are always a lot more fun if they're a little bit weird rather than just straight-laced. And two, airports are officially one of the worst places to exist in the X-Files universe. I can't think of a single airport sequence where something bad hasn't happened to somebody within it. So it's a warning sign right there. Next time we're going to watch The Gift, where Mulder returns, which I'm actually really kind of curious about to see how, or if he's going to stick around, if it's going to fit in with what we've had so far. As Brian said at the start of this episode. We love feedback. We love when you like, subscribe, and share our channel and our podcast, because it allows other people to discover us. And thanks for watching or listening, and we'll see you next week on the X-Files Revisited.